everyone, this is Miss Y here with another endless art possibility. Today with me is Miss Sandra.
Hi
Sandra,
everyone.
How are you, Sandra?
Fine. How are you, Yadira?
Great, Sandra. Thank you. Today we're going to be doing an activity as usual for our 6th through 8th graders. This is a middle school class. So be aware if you guys want to try it out. For my younger kids, you guys are free to try it out. I know you guys are very clever. You guys can totally do this on your own as well. So today what we'll be doing is this crafty collage that looks like this. You want me to get closer?
That's fine.
That's fine.
Got it.
Yeah, so we're going to be focusing on a little bit of texture with how the back of a collage is and a little bit of color and value. So this is our example. We're going to call it the textured cat collage. It can be a dog as well, but today we're going to try the cat. It looks like this. Let me show you. This is one that we did with a little bit of paint, and this is one we did with just very minimal material. So I'll show you how to do this one, and we'll talk about doing this one a little afterwards.
Wow, I'm excited today.
So am I. You're going to do it from scratch, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
The elements that we'll be covering today, once again, are texture, which is how something feels. So it's implied texture is how something looks like it feels. Like that looks like it feels this way. Actual texture is when you can physically feel how something feels. So like this one, I can feel the magazine. Right? I can feel how it feels. It's a little rough, it's a little bumpy. Implied texture is when someone draws and it looks like it feels something. Does that make sense? Yeah? And then value is basically different tones of the same color. So like baby blue is the value of blue, so is navy blue. So this one has different shades of blue or different values of blue. This one has different tones of black or white. So we're going to be focusing on value through the background, which is like a muted, let's call it like beige, right? Maybe tan, Sandra? Beige, tan value.
Exactly.
And as well as the eyes are different values of maybe green or yellow. And obviously texture because of the background. So what we're going to need today, very simple. Just a regular white sheet of paper.
Mm-hmm.
It can be copy paper, or you can have a pre-existing drawing on the back and just use it, just recycle it. We're gonna need pencil to draw, an eraser just in case we mess up or we want to fix something, a coloring product of your choice. I like to use crayons a lot, so I'm gonna use crayons today, as well as glue stick or white glue or just liquid glue. Scissors if you want to cut your magazine or newspaper or the material we're going to be using. You want to cut it, or if you can tear it, you can do it with your hands. So I took the liberty to already cut some of the strips out of newspaper or magazines. You can grab newspaper or magazine like this one and start looking for colors that are a little bit muted, because I wanted to go with a more muted tone. So I think this one's a really good one. So, the leopard cheetah.
Yeah.
Leopard cheetah. Well, this is a really nice color because it's a very muted tone of like tan, which I wanted to use. So yeah, you would easily, you can fold it if you'd like to, and tear it with your hand, and you have this nice textured bumpy strip. Or you can easily just grab scissors and straighten it out like I did with these. It's all in your own preference. It's whatever you guys want. If you don't have scissors, that's fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of you guys do, but if not, we can easily get some at the dollar store or any convenience store nearby. But hopefully you guys have some around, or a neighbor has one, just to make sure that you guys are staying at home. But this is all in preference. You can do a textured one, you can do a straight one. This one we went very textured. But for this one I'm going to show you guys, I took the liberty to cut some with scissors, so we're going to do that. So let's get started. What you want to do, let me get a little close if you want, Sandra.
Yes.
Is that we want to focus our gluing like in the center, because we want to bring attention, right, Sandra, to the center.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So
in a radial
pattern, yeah.
Pattern.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go, perfect word. Yeah, we're gonna go into radial patterns, means like in a circle. So to bring our attention to the center, because that's where the eyes will be and the nose, we're gonna just start gluing kind of in that roundish direction. There it is. So I'm gonna start gluing my strips in this radial pattern. And if you have a big one, I'll probably just go diagonal just to like
Oh, yeah, that would
to
save
some
a
time.
little bit of time.
I didn't think
You're
about
right.
that. Yeah. So we're gonna go
Yeah.
diagonal.
Can they use liquid glue?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
can use liquid glue. I actually prefer liquid glue because it's I feel like it's a little stronger. Obviously, with you guys' patience, sometimes it isn't the best because it takes a while to dry. But I'll do liquid glue for the eyes later on because I actually prefer liquid glue. Especially with magazine, it is a little slick. Sometimes it doesn't adhere very well. Like this one's like already coming up. But yeah, feel free to use any glue. If you guys have like something fancy like rubber cement or glue dots, feel free to do anything that can adhere paper to other paper. So anything that's adhesive, anything that can stick something to something else. So I'm gonna go ahead. Kind of almost doing it like a star, like a cross.
Mhm.
Yeah, just so it's easier, we can save some time. If not, you can go ahead, if you like those people who like to do like meticulous work to go like this, you go ahead and do that. But I'm gonna go this route because it's just a little easier, or a little faster, I should say. So that's, you can feel free to choose any color. Like we try having you guys here, just, you know, like we say, and Sandra says especially, you're the artist. You're able to create whatever you want in your preference. It can be a pink cat, it can be a green cat. You can even, I think a good concept would be to find really dark strips to do like a black cat. That'd be nice too. And it's kind of fun because you're gonna be scavenging through all your magazines and newspapers to find all these interesting colors. So for this one, we just had a magazine that actually got delivered to my house as part of junk mail, and I just saved it because I really like the tones that was in it. Really pretty tones. So that's all I'm doing.
Actually, the junk mail is a good resources because some of you might don't get access to newspaper or
Yeah.
magazines.
That's true.
Then the mail that we receive advertisement every day, then that's a good resources.
Yeah, definitely. Junk mail is an amazing resource. I was lucky enough to live next to a beauty salon when I was growing up, and my neighbor would give us all her old like People magazine and stuff like that. And yeah, after a while, people stopped using certain things. So feel free to, you know, reach out. As right now with this time, I think it's a great opportunity to start building relationships and connections with our neighbors and people around us to make sure that, you know, we're staying sane and that we're all in this together. And I think going out and reaching out for some extra help never hurts anyone. So if you have a neighbor like I did who has extra magazines, go ahead and ask them. Let's see. It has a face on it. But you guys get the gist. I'm gonna go a little faster just for the sake of time. You can even reuse some strips if you're running low or kind of going in smaller areas. Like I cut that one because I'm gonna remove all this excess, and I don't want to waste any strips. They're precious right now. So right now.
Yeah, we're doing fine,
They're
Yadira.
doing fine. Perfect.
Yes.
So it's still pretty radial. It's still kind of going in the center. Kind of went all over the place, but we're still kind of keeping this like almost like clock-like round direction strip. You can bring the direction back into the center by getting a longer strip and just bringing it back to the center. All right, I think a few more because I kind of like some of the white spaces. How do you feel about it, Sandra?
Yeah, I really like it. I give you an opportunity to even fill it in with crayons, markers, or color pencils.
Yeah, it's true. Give it additional texture by bringing the color pencils and make it more multimedia.
Yes,
By bringing
exactly.
in all the other things in there. We just want you guys to explore, have fun, and really enjoy the process of creating. I like how this is looking.
I like it.
I like
I
it.
like it too.
Should we trim the edges or should we do that last?
I think we can trim it right now.
So,
And also for consistency, I think Yadira, they should keep with the same colors, either crayons, color markers, or pencils.
yeah.
Keep it with yellows, with browns, just to have the consistency around. But definitely, like Yadira said, you don't have to fill the whole paper.
Mm-hmm.
You can leave blank spaces.
Exactly. Leave blank spaces, and like Sandra just said, just using the same color family or values of that color, even if you are going to use color pencil, just to keep it consistent. And I'll show you a really quick example of that right now, so you guys can see what we're talking about, because it's some of us are more visual learners. So I want to make sure everyone here has the opportunity to understand what we're saying. So in these blank spaces, I'm gonna grab same color family. So maybe browns, tans, type of tones. That works well?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'll probably just go ahead and just kind of fill up some of these blank spots with the same color family. I'm kind of going a little rough. I'm going from the outside in to make sure my lines are consistent. And it helps them kind of fade out a little better when you go from like a really swift line from the inside out. Is that what you meant, Sandra?
Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah, you see how great it's looking?
We're on the same page here.
Yes.
Yeah, and it really allows for more texture, to be honest. And that's what we're all learning about today. Texture and value.
Yeah. Looking good, Yadira.
Thank you. Good suggestion, Sandra. I like it. I like it. I'm just gonna throw more of this one. I like this color. It's tan. It looks kind of like an auburn tone. I really like it. So let's get in here. There you go. It really does elevate it much more. And I still want to keep some white because I do like having some of the white in there. So how's that looking?
Yeah.
Good?
Great so far.
Okay, so once we're done with our background, we're going to move this aside. Actually, I should have said we need 2 pieces of paper. Or if you have a scrap, some use one of the scraps that we have from the previous video.
Oh,
so you
that's
want to
good.
be resourceful. So I'm going to cut this off. And we're going to draw the eyes. So bear with me. I'm going to try drawing this upside down. So let's see how it goes.
It's gonna be fun, Yadira.
So we're gonna do 2 eyes and a little nose, okay?
Okay.
To contrast this, I want to use a color of eyes that stands out. So Sandra, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Okay, so we're gonna stick with the blue families. All right. Blue, maybe since it's cool tone, maybe we can throw a little bit of green in there. But I'm just grabbing all the blues I have here. And maybe a black. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys on here how to draw these eyes. So I'm gonna turn my example backwards to me, forward to you guys, so I can figure out how to do it upside down. So okay, without further ado, here we go. So try your best to do the same sized eyes. Maybe I'm gonna split it in half so I can make it larger. Because I do want them to be pretty big. There you go. I'm gonna make a circle, maybe like an oval. Now draw very sketchy, you guys. It's okay. You guys feel free to draw however you guys draw. You can easily just draw one eye and then trace the other, but for practice, if you guys want to learn how to duplicate much better, I suggest drawing it from scratch. Okay, and we're gonna go from here. We're gonna go inward. And that's going to be your tear duct. So the tear duct that's around your eye right there. The tear duct for the cat. And we're going to bring this up over our oval or circle. I'm cutting it right here because as I'm drawing, I'm editing it a little bit to my liking. And we're going to go to like a point. And we're going to stop around there. Like maybe not all the way midway, maybe a third of the way. And then we're gonna bring this down like a swoop this way. Like that. Like a cat eye. If you guys, those of you guys who like to use eyeliner and do eyeliner, that's basically where it got its look from, the cat eye. A little wing. So that's what we're gonna do, is kind of wing it out and bring it here. And I'm gonna just reinforce my lines. Can you see that, Sandra?
Yes, I can see it perfectly.
Great.
Looking good, Yadira.
Thank you. This is something. I commend all the YouTubers who draw upside down, because this is very hard. But it's not so bad. Yeah. So luckily for you guys, probably be drawing forward, but it's okay. This is working out. Sandra, I commend you. All the things you draw. So I'm gonna go ahead and try doing the same thing to the other side since it's looking a little wonky, but it's okay, I'll fix it as I go. And cut it right here. That's how I did it to the other one. Stop, like I said, maybe a third of the way. And then swoop it this way. Commit. Yeah, if you're gonna do a line, commit all the way. That's what I tell my kids. Just commit to it. There you go. There. Looking a little alright, right, Sandra? Not too bad? Okay.
Alright, not too bad.
Not too bad. It's okay. And you guys feel free to fix this. You can pause the video and yeah, take your time with it. It'll look much better than it does now. I'm gonna go ahead and finish these eyes up really quickly so we can make sure we finish everything on time and you guys can go back to doing whatever it is that you're doing with your day. So I'm gonna quickly just do the famous interior of the cat eye, which is like kind of like a leaf. So if you think about it sideways, it's kind of like if you look at it this way, it's kind of like a really stretched out happy face. And then you do the same thing on the
This is a nice way to look at it.
Yeah, like it's stretched out.
Easy.
I think of like a dragon eye. Yeah, like a happy face or just a really elongated curve. Let me kind of match these up a little bit. All right, really quickly, I'm gonna color them first and then I'm gonna cut them out. Since we're already here and we have extra space, I'm gonna go ahead and do the nose, which is kind of just like a really wide T, like a, how would I say it? Like a block letter T with a little bit more spunk. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this and just curve it inward and here. You see what I'm saying? Like a block letter T. And there you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and color it. So you want to color this, you want a base color, which is probably your lightest blue, and then go ahead and darken everything with the other shades of blue. I want my base to be, actually I'm gonna do a base green. And of course you guys at home can take your time. I'm kind of just speeding up the process for the purpose of the video. I'm gonna use my base, and I love crayons because they're really easy to blend. I think people don't give crayons enough credit. I love crayons. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna kind of from the outside move my way inward. I'm once again doing this motion where I go out and like this because it makes your lines thinner towards the end of your stroke. So I'm gonna go bring it in, and I didn't cover all the green, but there's still some green in there. I'm using this like more turquoise bluish green color to get in there, and I'm gonna just get a straight blue and put that on the edges to give more dimension. So kind of outlining my lines with this blue here. Maybe I can throw like a line or two here. I just love how workable this crayon is. You can really blend crayon. You guys need to give crayon more credit here. I love crayons. So I'm gonna speed up this process. You can render it as deep or as detailed as you guys would like. For this one, just like I said, because we are in a time crunch, we want to make sure to show you guys a really basic version of it. So like this, I'm using just crayon. You can get a marker at this point if you like, but you're gonna just use the black and just fill in all this empty space with black. So I'm gonna just go really quickly here. And this one. Ooh, that one looks a little like pointy. There it is. And it's okay if you guys go over it or mess up or go over your lines, because I tend to use the scissors to clean up my lines at the end anyways. So don't worry about it. I'm gonna color this pink really fast, and I'm gonna go outside of the lines to make it faster, and I'm gonna just use black to outline it. You don't have to use color to outline it. I know if you guys prefer markers to do that. And I'm gonna cut my eye one at a time. If they were even or symmetrical, I would stack them, of course, and then cut them out. But being that they're a little different, I'm gonna just do one at a time really quickly. So, all right. Finish this up since we are running out of time. There you go. Keep in mind, see, I'm using the scissors to kind of edit everything out. And don't lose your paper. Keep your workstation clean. And yeah, when it comes to rendering, like I mentioned earlier, if you guys do have paint, and it's okay if you don't, you can always detail out the cat a little bit by using paint. So by using acrylic paint or anything that shades, these are really simple details, but this is a more rendered. So rendering means like detailing. And this is even a basic one. We could have rendered it even deeper, but just giving things more detail. Like this one. This is a really great example of the rendering. Can you see that, Sandra?
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. So I'm gonna just glue this really quickly and go back to turn my example over. I'm gonna glue this really fast. Ooh, that's good. Oh, I didn't draw in the same direction. It's okay. I have the tear duct on the wrong side. That's fine.
How we can fix it?
I think I'm gonna just cut it. I'm gonna cut it. I can even cut this to be like this. And I'm gonna just steal this
and put it on the other side.
Yeah. It is okay, you guys. We all mess up, but you know, it did not even faze me. It's not a big deal. Because you guys can do this at home and take your time. And no one will even notice.
No, really?
No one will even notice. Maybe the eye's maybe it's looking a little side. It's giving you a little side eye. It's looking to the side, but it's okay. I'm gonna just hold this in place. Hold on, little guy. Maybe, well, of course, if you guys don't mess up like I did, you wouldn't have to deal with that. But there it is. Maybe later on I would fix this. But for the sake of time, that is totally okay.
I think that's the part of creating art.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They give you the endless possibilities, and if you feel like you don't like it, then you can always fix it. Or if you think that you did something wrong, that you shouldn't be doing, then there is always a way to fix everything.
Maybe make the eyes bigger. I like this one. My cat personally does have kind of a lazy eye, so it's kind of giving me my type of cat vibes. So you're looking cute. At this point, I kind of do, if you guys have access to, get markers just so I can like color the nostril. A little bit of the nostril right here. You see that, Sandra? Yeah, and then just give some whiskers or a little. You guys can do the little cat mouth here. It's kind of hard to see it because that's my strip. It has black in it. And then go ahead and do some whiskers. Or if you guys have black magazine, go ahead and use the black magazine to make the whiskers so they can stand out and glue it down. But hopefully, can you see that a little better, Sandra?
Yeah, no, it looks much better. Thanks.
So let me just maybe put it on top of this white. Be mindful, you guys, where everything goes, so everything stands out. And like we always say, the most important thing is to enjoy the process of making art, and just have fun with it, you guys. So this is how ours came out. But we hope to see yours. You can email it to us at this email. This is my email here, yadira@btclaharbor.org. And we hope to see your work and your product. And of course, hopefully it looks much better than this. And we hope that you send it so we can put it up on our famous wall in the back. Okay? So please stay home, be safe, and have fun. Right, Sandra?
Right. Then I'll see you.
We'll see you guys. Yeah,
Bye-bye.
next week. Bye.